What should happen with Marcus Rashford now? We know that he's been dropped from the Manchester United squad, from the England squad, and is that thoroughly deserved? I mean, if you look at Rashford's season so far this season, it hasn't been great at all. I think he's registered 8 goals and assists this season, and yes, you can say that's probably more than Jack Grealish's, but football's not about goals and assists. You look at Rashford's performances this season. There's been a lot of games where he's featured in for Manchester United. I know recently he hasn't been playing, but there certainly has been a lot of games where he's getting on the ball and he's starting and he's having the opportunities, and I don't think he's fulfilled that. Look at last season, over 35 goal involvements. He was slick, he looked in full confidence, and I think with a player like Rashford, you get the best out of him when he's confident, and I think probably getting him dropped getting dropped from the English squad may be a good thing for him. It allows him to rest. Hopefully we can get him into good form and give him that extra fueling factor for next season. He's going to want to prove people wrong. That is just the player Rashford is now. The reasons, for me, I don't think he should be in that squad anyway based on performance, and that's what Gareth Southgate did say himself. Look at players like Cole Palmer, Saka, Grealish, you play on that side. Foden can play there. Like, they are certainly players better than him this season. That's 100% certain. Then Rashford on that left wing. I mean, you look at Rashford's performances, he hasn't looked bothered in some of them. He doesn't try. His pressing stats have been low. No, it just hasn't been a good look for Rashford this season, and he is getting a lot of criticism. But listen, there's been a mix of opinions on social media about this Rashford situation. I think we can't say that he has deserved it. He might be a better player than Grealish. He might be a better player than the players in the squad. But the way that you get into the squad is based on morale, and it wouldn't be right to say that he deserves to get in over a Cole Palmer, a Saka, a Grealish. Obviously, Kane, who plays in that position. I actually don't know who else is in the England squad. I can check now. But I don't think he deserves to get in it based on merit. And that's the way that the squads work, and that's the way that it should be, in my opinion. Yeah, that's the way it should. Players like Jarrod Bowen have certainly been better than Marcus Rashford, and that's not digging Rashford. If you evaluate his season, it hasn't been great at all. Yes, he scored some great goals and he's had some good glimpses, but ultimately it hasn't been to the quality to be deserving to get into that England squad. And as I said, him probably being out of that England squad is probably beneficial for him in the long run. I think he has played a lot of football. He's picked up quite a few injuries as well, so being out of that squad gives him that time to rest, recoup, and kind of assess what's going to go on. I mean, it hasn't been a great season for Rashford at all. He's had numerous issues going on at Manchester United. There's been obviously him talking to a fan in the crowd. He's done an interview questioning his desire to Manchester United. He's talked about how much he's committed to the club. He signed a new contract in the past season. He's been caught going out in Belfast. Loads of incidents off the pitch that hasn't helped Rashford. But did he deserve to be in that squad? Definitely not. And that's something that Rashford obviously has to look at, and he's going to look at that more than probably anyone. And he probably knows that he doesn't deserve to be in that squad. I mean, players like Sterling, Sancho, Rashford, they've been played consistently in the squad for England and haven't been included in the Euro squad, and that says something about them. I think particularly Rashford, obviously being a Manchester United player, we're going to look at it a bit more. But yeah, Rashford, with the performances he's put in, he does not deserve to get into the team for me. And I think a lot of question marks have been given to Rashford this season. And listen, as I said, I'm not just going in on Rashford here, but he is the topic of the show, and he is the player that has been left out of the England squad. And obviously there's going to be a lot of press on it, but I just thought I'd give my opinion. It's disappointing, man, because obviously as a Manchester United fan, you want to see Manchester United players representing their countries. You want to see them doing well. And the fact that Rashford's not in the squad, obviously we won't be able to see that. But we have got other players in there. Kobe Mainoo, Shaw's been included, which is interesting. Maguire's in there. Not having Rashford is going to be disappointing, but I do certainly think he does not deserve to be in the squad, and he has got to massively improve his performances going into next season, because there's going to be, if he has another poor season, there probably will be huge question marks regarding his future at Manchester United, and he probably will leave the club if he has another poor season. I think, listen, for me, I never want to see Rashford leave Manchester United. I think he's a great player. He's a Manchester United academy product. He's a player with a lot of potential. A player who can go into some big places. But the fact that he's going to be 27 this year, he's not getting any older. He's hitting his prime years. And if we can't get him doing the basics right, not trying, not pressing, doesn't look interested, then it's going to be very, very difficult for him to get into the big games, the big squads, the games where he's needed. So, yeah, listen, it's not been a great issue, great season for Rashford. It's another dilemma that he has to face. Not being able to be in the Euro squad is something that he would have hoped going into the season, but it hasn't worked out for him. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and peace.